What is up, my ladies? It is me, the lady man. And I'm not talking about no tranny. That's all I'll say. Guys, it's me, the poopin' man. I said it, and now it's time to reveal my true identity. Help. Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. It's actually me. Anyway, I'm here to talk about some crazy shit. And this is my second time doing this. And the theory is the brands we see, especially in front of cars and in the back of cars, used to be something else that maybe was meant to like protect us, like a charm or like a symbol or something, and then they got replaced by a brand once like the company started taking over, which is like taking over, which I mean like a long time ago, like when the first brands were coming out, the first brands where they had like symbols and stuff. Because I think that was a turning. That's another turning point on top of like just like the brands coming in, the brands becoming identities. Like that's probably another turning point too. But I thought of this because there's like two more steps to this. So one, I thought of that instead of thinking it's just like probably nothing was in front of the car back then. It was just like a logo. It's always been that way. But what about on ships or something? But my third step, that this is pretty much I'm thinking it's more right because I was thinking it's more right because it's a theory based on a theory. And I think we actually do a lot of those these fellow days. You can call it I think there's a lot of names for it. There's straw man, where you build one theory that's not true to correct what you were saying, which is also not true, but it appears has the illusion of being correct because you said that statement before it. One second, I'm in the WC right now. So, what's an example of another theory on top of a theory? Double false theory. Theory. That's my theory name for this one. Uh, People use it. We just went over the fact that people use it to lie. So how about people using theory on top of theory to tell the truth? Like almost like a scientist. Damn, that is wretched. Wow. I've never in my life seen feces just like be one entity. Like it just combined like Ben 10 right there. Anyway, so yeah, I think maybe laws are based on theories on top of theories, and they become that way when old facts just don't aren't true anymore. And yeah, I get it. There's no facts, there's no lies, there's no truth, but there is because I can make these points. But that's not really another. That's a farther connection. I'm trying to make smaller ones because I don't usually make them. Theory for so we covered a theory for good, probably like scientific theories to calm us down. And so what else? There's the good and the bad. Well, let's talk about the misfires. 'Cause I believe there's a lot of misfires. I believe a lot of things happen by accident. I don't know why. I think like randomness it's a really big factor in invention because we usually just make this stuff even though if our goal is to make something new, we use the tools we have used the day before. So it's not really like an easy task to just do that when you're just using the same things and you kind of just think of the same thing. It's so not natural for us to like think that way and be that way. But accidents are like the factor of randomness. Like I know a couple things that were made randomly, and I don't really want to touch on any of them. You can just look them up if you can, but like a couple medicines, a couple other physical inventions, I believe, and they're all on whims. Like I think these are probably the best, the best as in what what has benefited the Earth more. This is the best version of lying, a theory on top of the theory. When you're on a whim with something and you want to prove it, so you would you need a theory made that you just made to step on to order to reach the next one that you're interested in. This is like I never really had this situation. Like I don't really like I haven't really done stuff this complicated before, but I think I have actually. I think even social situations that last for seconds, I might do a theory on top of a theory. Like let's say you want to wrap a story up, so you just take something out and like you take out the part where your like entire family yelled at you at Christmas, and then you can just say you got like a bike for Santa or something. You can just say that just to keep the conversation going and to keep the conversation positive. So yeah. So what you want happens in a way, whatever it is, like a tip or something, a bigger tip. But yeah, theories on top of theories, on triple. No, let's talk about three plus theories. I think we get to the Big Bang when we get to that. What is the Big Bang? Like, what really could it be? Like, do you think it's an explosion? Do you think the scientists watched like one too many Hollywood films, or did I? humans, humans be like, we are made from explosion. I mean, it could be true. So my opinion of the Big Bang is that uh is it expand? I think the question is it expanding or despanding? And if it's neither, then what is it? And I think the reason why we're making inventions and we grow the illusion of growth. Like we have the illusion of growth. So if that, however, like, um, however, like much of a lie or truth that ends up being, that if we're growing or not, that might mean the universe is growing too, and in size as well. But if it's not a matter of increase or decrease, I think it's a matter of space and how it's just gonna stay there. I think we know too little about it. Just crack the wall of space, and there's like the Men in Black aliens like tossing us like marbles and stuff. Are we being observed? I thought of this last night when I came across something that made me think of extraterrestrials, and we probably are being observed almost in a way, maybe like the Truman Show. But what I thought of is how aliens would separate humans. Like one would be, it would definitely relate to the left and right brain, but way more evidence and way more it would basically, I bet if if it was a visual or vocal test, it would pretty much be a question, and how we would answer it would define us. Unless they like crack open our brains or something, which I don't know. But I think there's probably two types of humans here. Like the working, it would be like something around the working and then the inventing or something, like the two types. Because that's what you really need. You need like a lot of workers. It sounds like I'm talking about a factory right now. Like you need a lot of workers, and you need a couple people They kind of like are like picking off the herd almost. They're picking off the herd slash like they push for the next, whatever the next may be, or push back, whatever the back may be. But all are necessary. None are undervalued or overvalued, but all are loved. But one thing I might know is that I think the presence of religion is might be as most mysterious to them, the extraterrestrials, as we are humans thinking about it now in the corrupted 2000s. And that's quite scary to think about. There's always going to be mystery. There's always going to be fear. We all need to become meditation masters and let it all pass over us as we breathe calmly. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Double, triple theories. Thank you very much. Monday, March 22, 2021.